What is up, Mav fans and hoop heads? Wish everyone good vibes out there. I'm AG, your host. Welcome on into another episode of Mavs Rundown. I appreciate you all for listening, and unfortunately, you joined me on a night where the Mavs just get waxed on the second night of a back-to-back. They had to go on the road. I saw they didn't even get into their hotel till like 3:30 or something like that. AM. The Mavs, they were also without Luka, Josh Green, and Maxi. They just get waxed. They just flat out just didn't bring it tonight, and the Bulls were just on fire. To be honest, I mean, Mavs just put in a little bit of effort on their, for their part, but it's hard to stop. Was it 63% field goal shooting. Anyway, they lose to the Bulls 144 to 115 at Bulls. Didn't even say the score yet. 144 to 115. Last time I'm going to say that. Big L tonight. Worst loss, I think, of the season. Obviously, worst loss of the season. Most points given up of the season. Actually, probably not the worst loss. But definitely the most points we've given up all season, and we definitely gave it the most points we've given up at any half in Mavs history tonight. So we're setting all the wrong records tonight. Having no Luka and Josh Green and Maxi, really no excuse. But these guys come out, they were hot, they were shooting. A lot of guys were making shots. That Derrick Jones Jr. made his first 3 attempts. Just. Everybody was hitting their shots, and the Mavs just couldn't make anything of it. And honestly, their offense looked terrible, man. It was just bad. Let me just get into these notes real quick. They're real quick, I promise. So Seawood was actually put into the starting lineup tonight. So starting lineup, it was pretty cool to see that at first. That news, be like, okay, they're actually starting him to see what he can do. Didn't particularly finish, well. He had 21 points and 9 rebounds, 8 of 15, 3 of 7. So good numbers, but just didn't run like the offense just didn't run smooth. Again, to the offense, I'll get to that in a minute. But the offense just there's no motion, and it just hold on. We'll get to it. Hold on, because in the first quarter, I'm literally about to get to it. Because in the first quarter. This is how quick this game got out of hand. Bulls go up 22-6 with 5:47 left in the first. Like, it was already like whoa, what is going on? And at that point, it looked like nobody but Spencer could dribble the ball, and the offense is just so sickening to watch. They have especially as a basketball fan, they have no action. There's no movement around. It's like they act like it's Luka ball, but even with Luka ball, that's got to change. But that's a different topic for another day. But without Luka, they've got to they got to run some type of offense because these guys aren't as good to just create on their own like that. It's a lot of just ISO one-on-one stuff we can't do. They've got to have at least more motion, get some guys open, on purpose, so to get them good shots because we can't do that without Luka. And that really showed tonight. Spencer could go out and get his, but the rest of the team. As a whole, just didn't look good offensively. The whole team, every Spencer included, just everybody just doesn't look so good. Not a lot of action. I don't know if that's coaching or they're just I just don't like it at all. But after that, into the first quarter, Mavs actually make a little run and make it actually catch up within 5. I don't remember what the score was, but it was like. Maybe 35-30 or something like that. Mavs within 5, and then and then of course the Bulls pull up and to a 40-30 lead at the end of the first quarter. And Spencer getting hot from threes. He had a really good game. What did he finish with? He finished with 27 points on 9 of 15 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal. Good stuff from him, but just unfortunate nobody else could get down buckets. But we'll go ahead. The second quarter, basically everything fell apart there. They basically played like, all right, let's show. They played this game like in the second quarter, like, all right, well, it's almost trade season, so everybody show me what you got. They were putting in everybody. They had Jaden Hardy and Frank Ntilikina out there. They were putting Kemba Walker out there getting his first run in, and man, it was crazy all the way started in the second quarter. So Uh, if you're a diehard Mav fan and watch this game, especially because I want to see all these other guys and the sicko that was watched to the very end of this beatdown. It was a good game, man. For Jaden Hardy at least. I don't know about y'all. I'm a big fan, man. Other than everybody else. I mean, other than we lost and it kind of came in somewhat kind of garbage minutes in a sense. But I'm liking what he can do. I think, as I said before, why not give him the 5-10 minutes at least or something like that? Maybe I don't know. Just got to get him maybe more involved, or if there's gonna be a trade happen, we got to get something because the team we got right now, obviously, move forward is not happening. So until the trade happens, which I will be doing a trade episode here soon and reviewing the first quarter of the season with my boy Lakers Chris. But we'll talk about trades and stuff. But with this team, they got to get something moving. But yeah, this was just bad. End of the game. Let me look at the stats. Yeah, not enough from everybody else. Tim Hardaway tonight only 12 points, 4 of 13 from the field, 2 of 10 from three. That's not good enough. Dwight Powell 6 rebounds, 6 points, 6 rebounds. All right. JaVale McGee off the bench had 18 points, 4 rebounds. Of course, all basically garbage minutes. Kemba Walker actually looked kind of, good in his minutes. I think he can actually contribute too. He had 8 points and 5 rebounds, was a +2. It was like him and Reggie were the only like plus guys tonight. But I think Kemba actually looked good. I think he still got some juice left. At least for his little bit of a role as that third ball handler come in. Maybe Jaden Hardy then pick up and be the somewhat was what they call it, the cheerleader role to come in and fill in some minutes. I like that type of switch up. At least hopefully Kimball's. I don't know how long Kimball's knee's gonna hold up, but hopefully if he can stay healthy, man, I like what he can bring to this squad out there. But other than that, man, this is just poor defense. Obviously, when you give up 144, but man, they were shooting lights out. Who was no, that was free throws. Derrick Jones Jr. was 4 of 5 from three tonight. They were 19 of 34 as a team, shot 55% from three, 63% from the field. Like just crazy numbers. Hats off to them. They beat us. Honestly, at the end of the day, this was a scheduled loss. With especially with Luka being out on top of that, it was just like, yeah, this was kind of a disaster waiting to, or I don't want to say disaster. This wasn't a disaster. This was just kind of a L waiting to happen. Didn't expect it to be a disaster like this, but I mean, hey, when a team catches fire, hey, what can you do? We scored 115, so we scored, a good amount of points. We just, couldn't stop it, especially when they were just hitting shots. And some of the shots, they were open. And even when we were contesting, they were still knocking down stuff. So, and DeMar DeRozan is a beast. He was just getting everybody with his pump fakes. That was nasty. But yeah, so hopefully the Mavs shake this one off. I'm not going to keep y'all too long. It's going to be a quick one. Get out of here on this one. So we play again on Monday. It's now a homestand, 3-game homestand. And I will be at the next two, y'all. So, you see us, I will do, I always take a family picture before we go to games. Well, sometimes, most of the time I can post it. I usually try and post it, when we go, but I'll definitely make sure I post this. If you see me there, hey, with the fam, you go, don't, give a shout out. You say, what's up? But anyway, Monday, December 12th, we'll be, playing OKC, the Thunder at 7:30. Wednesday, December 14th, we'll be playing Cleveland at 8 o'clock. And then Friday, December 16th, we'll play Portland, 7:30. So 3 games, pretty good because even the OKC game should be good because it's like revenge because this is the team that just like whooped our butt when we were just kind of like in our rut. And now I feel like, besides this last game, we're kind of showing that we're trying to hit our defensive stride. So I definitely want to see how the team responds, especially Monday, get some rest. Hopefully have Luka back for this home game stand coming up. Because definitely got to get right game against OKC, because that Wednesday game against Cleveland is big, because Cleveland's been playing really well. So that's another really good test for the Mavs, because they're playing well and they're going to be, one of those at least top six, you could say for sure, teams in the East this year. So that's definitely a good test for the Mavs, and of course Portland. That's always a good test. The healthy team, the way they're playing, healthy Dame. I'm sorry, and well, really, yeah, the whole team too, Nurkic and everybody. So good home game stretch of games coming up. Hopefully the Mavs get some wins coming their way. They just got to play right. Hopefully maybe we make some moves. Maybe this offense can start changing, which it probably won't. But just got to get the ball moving at least. If we're not gonna play motion, as long as we can get that ball moving around, guys aren't holding it too long, except for like the occasional Luka obviously, and then Spencer. But if we're moving it around, it really helps this team, especially without another ball handler, and some of the other, if we're not running motion and whatnot. As long as we can move the ball, this team does pretty well, and they just got to step it up defensively. I think the whole team, just kind of, jet lag, tired or whatever from the night before, and then just the whole team catch fire early, and gave them the confidence for the rest of the game, and that's pretty much sums up the game right there. So go ahead, check it out. Monday next game, everybody kind of put this away. Got football Sunday, so now get our minds off it. Go Cowboys. And then Monday we pick this back up. So that's pretty much all I got. Double check. Yup. And so if you want to follow on Twitter, and it's at Mavs_rundown. And this Mavs Rundown podcast is free on YouTube, and it's also on Spotify. I'll get on the other stuff as soon as I can. I'm AG. Thanks for listening. Remember, cool heads prevail, and I'll see y'all next time on the Mavs Rundown.